Killed an 18-year-old woman Friday. The suspect's mother, Sheila Agee, is now facing charges of principal to first-degree murder.
She was arrested last night shortly after attending a celebration of life for the teenager she is now accused of helping murder. That victim was Brooklyn Sims, and the suspected shooter is Sheila's son, Keith.
The Escambia County Sheriff's Office released text messages between Sheila and Keith. In them, we learned Sheila drove Sims to work that day, and she offers to tell her son where Sims was working. She also appears to egg him on.
The apparent plan was to get Sims in Sheila's car, then when she exits the car, Keith would follow and shoot her. Instead, it seems Keith simply drove to the Home Depot and opened fire there.
Now, it's not clear where Sheila was at the time of the shooting, but it seems she was at the Home Depot there.
Roxana Roberson is Brooklyn Sims' cousin. She says the more they learn about the circumstances surrounding Brooklyn's murder, the more outraged they become, especially after reading the text exchange between the accused shooter, Keith Agee, and his mother, Sheila Agee.
And if you look at the text message, she's telling him, make sure that you don't shoot me. And if you don't shoot her, you are a bleeping. It's like she was almost daring her son to take someone else's life. Who does that?
Brooklyn's sister tells NBC 15 News she FaceTimed with Brooklyn and Sheila while they were on a work break 2 hours before the shooting. She says everyone was laughing and talking about their weekend plans of taking Casey to the splash pad. Plans the young mother never got to enjoy with her baby girl.
She's accused of providing her son with an alternative plan for the murder, different than his plan to shoot Sims in the parking lot, providing the exact location of where Brooklyn Sims could be found, and also advising him not to tell his nanny because she'll try and talk him out of it. The report shows the texts begin just hours before the shooting, around 10:30 in the morning, and go until almost 1 in the afternoon. It adds Sheila Agee failed to alert authorities of the plan despite Keith Agee traveling over an hour and a half to Pensacola from Calvert, Alabama, plus another 40 minutes following their last communication. As WEAR has reported, we know the last text message between the two came from Sheila Agee. That reads, "Okay then, stop texting me, I'm working. Do whatever." It was shortly after this, according to a witness account in the report, the shooter walked up to the victim, said a few words, and fired approximately 8 shots before running out of the store.
Now to Florida for more testimony in the revenge mom murder trial we are watching together for defendant Sheila Agee, charged with principal first-degree premeditated murder after prosecutors say that she encouraged her son, Keith Agee, to kill the mother of his child, Brooklyn Sims.
Count 1, guilty of principal to first-degree murder as charged. So say we all this 6th day of August, 2025. Juror Redon, is this your individual verdict?
All right. There you have it, guilty as charged. And, you know, looking at the reaction, is she shocked? I think if you didn't do it, right, and now you've been wrongfully convicted of planning the murder of another human being, I don't know, you might be shocked, crying, maybe angry, I don't know.
Count 1, guilty of first-degree murder as charged.
Keith Agee sentenced to life in prison today for the murder of Brooklyn Sims.
Being hot the whole way there, driving mad, seeing her kind of brought me back down to earth. So I remember pointing out my finger. I never got close enough even to touch her. I said, "Hey, you gave me something." And she said, "Not this again," and turned around and proceeded to walk off from me.
How did that make you feel?
I've never been so mad in my life.
What happened next?
I pulled my firearm from my waistband and I proceeded to shoot Brooklyn.
Sims's family and friends gathered for a balloon release to remember her life. They told WKRG News 5's Jeremy Jones that they hope Brooklyn's death brings more awareness to how domestic violence can progress quickly.
Family and friends coming together to remember the life of 18-year-old Brooklyn Sims, who was shot and killed while working at a Home Depot in Pensacola last Friday afternoon. Those closest to Brooklyn describe her as the life of the party and a loving mother to her 2-year-old daughter, Casey.
The way she could make you laugh, she could walk in a room and not say anything and just light up the whole room. I'm gonna miss that about her.
She was a soft-spoken young lady. She had a smile that would light up a room. She's a daughter, she's a sister, she's a cousin, and most importantly, she's a mother.
Because the last time I talked to my sister, she just wanted to be a good mother, raise her daughter.